Hello traders, it's your one and only forex skill coach Tim Legend, and today I'm excited having you guys on this training today because I'm about to analyze the VIX markets. Okay, so I want to show you because I've been getting quite a lot of questions from a lot of you who've been asking me, hey Tim, please, how can I analyze the market? So in this training today, you're going to learn exactly how to analyze the market, all right, using purely price action. All right, if I remember very well, in my early days of training, I used to depend wholly on indicators, but with time, as I started to see myself improving in the forex market, I started learning how to really analyze the market even with price actions and depending on naked charts analysis than having indicators. One thing is that even when I began learning this analysis of a thing, I was still relying on quite a few indicators like the moving average to understand my trend and all the rest. But I just noticed lately that I don't even use the moving averages again in analyzing my markets. All right, so the only thing you see me use indicators for probably when I want to build strategies for boom and crash. That is when you see me using indicators. All right, so in this training today, I'm going to teach you exactly how I analyze the market even on my phone. As you can see, currently is my phone and not on my PC, is my phone. So if you have a phone, you are good to go, trader. You can also analyze the market even with your phone. So if this is your first time on my channel, could you do me a favor right now and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out a thing, because in this channel I post strategies to win in the boom and crash market, and I post trainings and things that you don't want to miss. So hit the subscribe button right now, turn on the notification bell. All right, if you've done that, kudos to you. You're never gonna miss out a dime. Now the next thing that you want to do, trader, right now is to go straight to the description below and join my Telegram channel. All right, you want to join my Telegram channel and make sure that you don't miss out a thing, because in this channel I post a lot of things that you would interest you. Okay, currently, as you can see, I do post my analysis to win in the market. All right, when I post analysis, I'm expecting traders to view this analysis and understand what I'm looking at in the market, and also look out for the same thing. Okay, like this is a VIX 75 right now, which is the market I was just showing you on my chart right now before I came over to the side. So this is my analysis, and then this is what I'm showing my traders, that this is what I'm looking out for. So traders who know how to follow analysis would know exactly what to look out for in the VIX market. Okay, so as you can see, currently we are 983, and so last week we were 700 and something, and now we are really growing with speed because traders are seeing the benefit of this wonderful group. So most times I post free signals and so many things that you don't want to miss. Okay, so do yourself a good favor right now and go to the description below and join the Telegram channel. All right, now the reason why I'm making this video right now is because I want to teach a lot of people how to analyze the market. Okay, as you can see, I asked the question, do you know how to analyze the market? And I've not even opened this pool. Let me see what the traders are saying. Okay, so we have 19 people have given a response to this poll, and out of the 19, 11 said no, I don't know how to analyze the market, and 8 said yes, I know. So this is for you to know that quite a lot of people don't really know how to analyze the market. Okay, both new traders and both people who have been trading for long, not everybody really knows how to analyze the market. So that's why I want to make this video right now and teach you guys. So make sure you stay to the very end of this video to understand everything that I'm going to explain. Okay, so let me let the traders know that I'm making a video for them. Hello traders, I'm making a video for you all to teach you how to analyze the markets. Okay, so I'll put this right now in a pool. I'll put this in a pool to analyze the markets, expecting it. Yes or no. I always love to throw polls on my I love throwing polls on my channel because it gives me the ability to understand the fact that there are traders who are giving response. There are traders online. There are traders who I always use it to know what my traders are thinking and what my traders really want. Okay, right now I've gotten 1 vote already. Okay, so let's hop straight into where we were. Okay, so I have already I will have to make this a horizontal. Okay, so if I take it to the 4-hour chart, you'll be able to see exactly what I've just analyzed. Okay, for those who are already in my Telegram channel who have seen the analysis that I posted, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, in the VIX 75 market. Now the VIX 75 market has gone up for a while and went down to make some pullback to retest a certain support level, and now it's beginning to go back up, right? And now it's beginning to range at this moment. Okay, as you can see, it had some quite of a bit range for a little while, and then has broken through this trend line that I placed here. Now I see that it's broken through this trend line. I'm now looking forward to and asking myself, where is this trade actually heading to? Is it really does it want to go continue its uptrend, or is it gonna come back? Now with my analysis tells me right now that the trade might decide to want to come back and retest this support trend line you can see here before it decides to move straight up. Okay, but on the other hand, this is forex and anything can happen, so it's always good to have a plan B. Okay, so on the other hand, I'm also thinking that if it doesn't come down, it might decide to continue all the way from here upward. Okay, so I'm looking at it and observing it. Okay, so now your question now might be, now how do I enter a trade? Okay, now I will tell you. Now I would expect that this market, if this market wants to continue going up right now, I will allow this market to completely close its this candlestick. Okay, when it closes candlestick and bring up a new candlestick, I will have to observe what the new candlestick is forming. Okay, like currently right now, if we go to the 1-hour time frame, you would understand that in the 1-hour time frame, you understand that in the 1-hour time frame, you get to see that this is an indecision. The market is currently facing an indecision. Okay, because the bulls and the bears are pushing up and down, so the market is really facing an indecision at this moment. So this is not a time for you to actually enter any trade until you see exactly what the candlestick is telling you. Okay, so this is fighting through a resistance zone right now. Okay, so if this market breaks through this resistance zone and moves upward, okay, if the market breaks through this resistance zone and moves upward, it doesn't guarantee me a buying opportunity until the candlestick closes completely. So if the candlestick closes completely above this resistance zone, okay, which will turn into a support zone for it. If the candlestick closes above this zone and opens a new candlestick, then I will be able to understand what the market is looking forward to doing. Okay, so now let me take you straight to a completely naked chart, naked market, okay, which I have not analyzed. Let us see volatility 100 so we can analyze the market right now. Okay, so now when you want to make an analysis, okay, with completely price action, no indicator, no nothing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do right now is to make sure that you go straight to a higher time frame. All right, when you go to a higher time frame, you get to understand where is the market going generally, and now we come to understand that the market is going where? Down, right? So the market is actually on a completely downtrend. You don't need somebody to tell you that before you know it, right? Okay, so when you have observed that the market is on a downtrend, and then we can see that it is facing quite a little pullback at the moment. Okay, so you want to make sure that before you switch to a new time frame, another time frame, you are able to capture the information you have found in this time frame. Okay, what do I mean? I'm trying to say that whenever you're analyzing your market, okay, and you switch to a higher time frame, you need to understand what's happening in that time frame. Like right now, we have understood that the market is on a downtrend and facing a pullback in the daily time frame, right? Then before you switch to the next time frame, you have captured the information here on what's happening currently. Then you go straight to the current price, what's happening to the current market. And if you view right now, you can see this small candlestick. I will zoom it up. The small candlestick is showing us what? An indecision in the market. Whenever you see this kind of a candlestick where the wick is so long and then the body is very thin and small in between, all right, then it shows an indecision in the market. If you see this kind of a candlestick, this is a shooting star candlestick. It shows you that sellers are in possession in this candlestick. This one here, where you see the wick very long with a small red body, it shows you that the bears are in power, all right, and this one shows that the bulls are fully in power. But this particular candlestick here shows you that the market is in an indecision currently, because the buyers are pushing up, the sellers are pushing down. But if you observe much more, you get to understand that the wick on the top is longer than the wick below, which means the sellers are actually in more strength than the buyers. So this is trying to show you that the market probably might be the time when it's deciding to continue its downtrend. Okay, so now we have figured out the picture. We have figured out the number one picture in the daily time frame. The next thing now you want to do, you head over to, okay, let us spot out some obvious support levels. Okay, now we have here to be a support level, a resistance level, sorry, here another resistance. Okay, then you might want to put one more, something like here. Okay, something like here and here. Okay, so or you might want to take it down, whichever way. Okay, whichever way you find it pleasing to you as you analyze. So now let's hop straight to the 4-hour time frame. Now when you get to your 4-hour time frame, you can see now a very bigger picture. This is the same thing we saw in the daily time frame. Okay, this is the market going up, and then this is the indecision period, okay, in the daily time frame that we are seeing. So let's zoom down so that we can view this well. Okay, so this is exactly what we saw in the daily time frame, right? So you get to notice that the market is actually on a range at this momentum. All right, you get to see that the market is currently on a range. Let me spot it out for you so that you see it clearly. I'll put it here. Okay, so now let's zoom it up a bit. Now you get to see that the market is currently in a range. It is from here, it went up and touched the resistance zone and has pushed down to a support zone, and the buyers are trying to push back up again. Okay, as you can see, and then the sellers have pushed down to hit this level again. That is why you are seeing the candlestick that you saw on the daily chart. This is an indecision. The market is ranging. Okay, so now that we have been able to figure out what we figured out in the daily charts, and now on the 4-hour chart we have seen where the market is ranging from. Now you want to observe what is really going on. Where is the market trying to head to, isn't it? So we must not forget that the market is a full-time downtrending market according to the daily analysis, right? So now we have spotted out some support and resistance level. We need to spot out much more. So we bring out a trend line, and we want to look for some. Now here we can see this is a support level, this is a resistance level, and this is another support level. Okay, at least 3 times, and then you know it's an obvious support level. If you watched a video concerning the strength and weakness of support and resistance that I posted a few days ago, you get to understand what I said. I said that support and resistance and do not mean when you see I said when you see the market touch a particular support zone severally, it does not mean that zone is a strong zone. It simply means is an obvious zone. Okay, because the more the market touches a particular zone, the more that zone gets weaker. I explained quite a lot of things concerning the strength and weakness of support and resistance. So if you didn't watch that video, you can go back and watch it. Maybe I'll leave the link on the description below so you watch it and understand the strength and weakness of support and resistance. Okay. So now we have put this trend line here right now. Why? Because we're expecting that since this market is a downtrend, we're expecting and trying to believe that it has after this pullback, it has gotten to the level where it wants to continue its downtrend. So we're believing that this market right now might end up breaking through this support level right now and continue its downtrend. So we're looking out for an opportunity to sell when the market breaks through the support level. But now the question is, because I get a lot of questions from traders who say, the market broke through my support level, and when I placed my sell, it went against me. So what do I do? Now this is what you need to know. That it broke through your support level does not give you a guarantee that the market is really ready to go your way. So you just have to be patient and allow the market to break through the support level and have a little pullback. Okay, when it gets a pullback, going back to that former support level, which will become a resistance level, when it gets that pullback and you see that zone really resisting the market and trying to push it back down, that's the time when you should know that, okay, this market is really ready to go down. Because for the market now to move up, let me zoom it out. For the market right now to decide to move up right now and get stuck on this resistance zone, so sorry about that. So for the market to get stuck on this resistance zone and is pushing down, all right, ready to range, simply means the same thing can happen here. All right, we all know that the market can never go up straight or come down straight. It will always find places to range, especially the VIX markets. Okay, especially the VIX market, they love ranging. So after ranging here right now, your expectation is that the market will have to face another range at this area again before continuation, right? So whenever this market breaks down through the support level and comes and breaks down, you should expect some pullback back to this level, which will now become a resistance. Then at that time you should know that, okay, this market might really be ready and interested in ranging at this area again. So since it has pulled back to this level, which is now a resistant level, you should be ready to make a sell, believing that it's going to go down to this level, which will become another support level for it. Okay, so that's your lookout for that. So now that we have seen what we want to look out for, we zoom this down a bit. So you can now switch over to a lower time frame again, which is your 1 hour time frame. Now when you switch to your 1 hour time frame, you'll be able to have a bigger view of what is happening currently in the market. Okay, now you can see that the market actually is ranging, right? It's ranging. You see the market going up to test the resistance, came down to a certain level, went back to test the resistance, came down to test support. Now he's on his way going back to do what? To retest the resistance again. So in this case, you should not observe that the market is ranging. Okay, so this is where scalpers can come in, scalping the market. When the market touches the resistance zone, they sell till the market comes down and touches the support zone, and they buy. Okay, but now we're not talking about scalping, we're talking about trading the market when it's fully on a trend. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're looking at the market, and we want to set up all our analysis and then allow the market come in our favor, and then we place our trade. So when you have set up your analysis, I will take this down so I can see it more. So when you have set up your analysis, now you have your supports, you have your support levels spotted out. Okay, this is another support level. I will bring it out here. This is another support level. Okay, this is another support level. Okay, all right, so let's go to the 30 minutes time frame and see what's happening again. Okay, so it's a clear view. We can see that the market is ranging, so we are waiting for the market to come out of this range and get into a state where we can confidently trade the markets, because at this time you cannot trade the market confidently. This is where you can see yourself placing a buy and the market goes on sell, and you can place a sell, the market goes on buy, because there's indecision in the market. The market doesn't know whether it want to go up or it wants to come down. So I would advise you, especially as a new trader, not to get yourself involved in this kind of a trade. Allow the market come out of that range and begin a new trend, a trend. Okay, so that's exactly how I do my trades. Okay, that's exactly how I do my trade. The people in my VIP, where I post VIP signals, would know that that's exactly how I do my trading. I don't give signals all the time, like as if I just want to satisfy anybody. No, I always give my signals when I know that my setup has been met. That is why, if you notice, whenever I give those signals, we make quite a lot of money with my signals. That's because I'm not scalping the markets. Rather, what I'm doing is I'm setting my analysis and allowing the market come straight to my favor. Okay, so after making your analysis, spotting out your supports and your resistance zones, okay, you want to make sure that you define the markets. What do I mean by defining the markets? Now we go straight back to a 4-hour time frame. Okay, I'll bring out this support level again. You can see, sorry, a resistance level I can see here. Okay, that's because of here and here. All right, so is another resistance level if the market decides to go back up. Okay, so now now that I've spotted out my various supports and resistance zones. Okay, another thing I want to do is to bring out my trend line like this. Okay, my trend line like that, and I'll bring out another and place it like this. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing in a bit. Let me just set it up completely. Good. All right, so I will zoom it out a bit so that you can see it clearly. Now you can see this trend line I have placed here was a very strong, it was a very obvious support level for the markets while it was moving up sideways. Okay, so my imagination is that whenever this market decides to come down, there's every tendency that this market at this trend line would always find difficulty breaking through it. It might continue to consolidate, just like this consolidation you see here. It might begin to consolidate and as it's consolidating, is trending up gradually. Okay, so my imagination is that when this market comes all the way down, this is gonna be a place where it's gonna find difficulty breaking through. So if I place a sell, if I see a nice setup and place a sell, my take profit should be on the body of this trend line. Okay, and the same thing applies to the trend line that I've placed up here. Okay, if the market decides to go upward, okay, this trend line here lets me know that if the market touches this trend line, it's gonna find difficulty breaking through it. So rather, it will continue to move sideways until it breaks through. Why is that? Because as I've spotted it out from here to here, I noticed that the market found resistance here sometime, found another resistance here sometime, found another resistance here too. Okay, as you can see it, found resistance here on the same line. You found resistance here and also finding resistance here. So this means that this is a resistance zone for the market. Okay, so now I'm looking out for two things. I'm looking out for the market breaking through this resistance level. All right, and when it breaks through the resistance level, I'm looking out for the market also to find difficulties breaking through this other resistance level. Okay, but since it's a downtrend, if we must remember in the daily chart, we know it's a downtrend, so we are believing that this is just a simple pullback. Okay, believing that this market would have to go down sometime soon. Okay, so with our setups right now, we should be able to know where our market wants to go. So I will simply use an arrow for that, believing that this market has gained enough strength to break through. Okay, I'll place it like this. On the other hand, you should always have a plan B. Don't always put all your eggs in a basket, so make sure you have a plan B. And the plan B right now is that my next expectation is that if the market does not go down, then the market should rather come up. Okay, I'll zoom it out back. So that's my expectation, that if the market at this junction does not come down and decides to break through this resistance zone, then my imagination is that the market should move upward. Okay, move upward, sliding through this resistance trend line, up, and keep chopping upward. Okay, so what I would just have to do is to keep looking at the markets. So I'm not gonna enter any trade until I find the market break, until I find out a breakout from somewhere. Okay, so if I see a breakout from this support level down, I would just have to wait for a reverse, for a pullback, and the market pulls back and confidently makes that support level. So sorry about that. Okay, so if the market pulls back and it confidently makes that former support level a resistant level, okay, I would then have to place my sell, believing that the sellers now are ready to take charge of the markets. Okay, and if it goes sideways, that is, if the market decides to break through this resistance zone and go up, I would have to wait for a pullback downward. And when I see that the market, this resistance zone has become a support level for the new market price, then I can place a sell, believing that this market would have to go all the way through to this other resistance level. Okay, so that's just the trick in analyzing your market. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. Okay,